Shaktipada, initiation, happens from the Guru, immediately your being starts experiencing quantum experience. Listen. Because you are constantly engaged in the activities related to quality and quantity, you miss your existence, which can be experienced only in the quantum space. I tell you, you can achieve conscious sovereignty in multiple ways. Through powerful yoga, you can achieve. Through kriyas, you can achieve. Through bhakti, you can achieve. Through yoga Vedanta, yoga and Vedanta together. By practicing, you can achieve. You can achieve with Veda and Agama. Making Veda and Agama as your lifestyle, Charyapada, you can achieve. There are multiple paths. You can achieve conscious sovereignty. I'll explain the most simplest way I achieved and transmit that same to all of you, because I committed to all of you by this Guru Purnima. I want to give this great gift of conscious sovereignty to all of you. Today I am going to reveal very important truth and very important initiation. So listen. This quantum experience of initiation, Shaktipada and Shaktinipada, happens in a very sweet, simple, relaxed sitting with the Guru. I'll tell you how this happened to me. Then you can understand. When I sit with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my Guru, I used to be so enamored by the charisma, the personality, the way he carries himself. I just used to be lost in him. I used to be so attentive, so much into his eyes. When I ask a question, the way his eyes react or respond, I know I asked the right question, or I asked the useless question, or I asked the wrong question, or I was just trying to poke him. More or less like an attention need, not the real question. I know everything just by the way his eyes react. The way he turns his head, I know whether he likes the question I put or is neutral about the question I put. or he doesn't like the question I put, or he likes the question but not the way I put. I will know everything, the way his eyes react before even he starts answering. It is such space. I know he knows every thought current getting created or I am entertaining, engaging with. Some thoughts will appear, I will not engage with it. Some thought currents will appear, I will engage with it. Some thought currents will appear, I will just try to drop it. All this he just knows, and I know that he knows. It is like I am absolutely in a nirvana space with him. This body cloth does not stop him looking into my inner space. That is what I call nirvana space. Don't try to misunderstand purposely the word nirvana as a nudity. No. It is not, I am not using the word nirvana for clothlessness. I am using the word nirvana here for bodilessness, sheathlessness. Body is a sheath, annamaya kosha. This sheath does not stop the way I engage me with him or the way he engages with me. It is extremely sweet, absolutely feeling secured, protected, even if you have to go through death, you will not bother, because somebody who is very trustworthy and right person who loves you and your interest, you are going through that death in his lap, under his control, monitor and space. It's extremely feeling protected, sweet. Understand, whenever you feel secured, you are ready to go through any change at any level. It's an absolute feeling connection, and absolutely sweet, boundarylessness. I will feel so free with him. Even when he eats, if food particles, if they drop from his mouth on his body or few grains, I will never leave them. Without missing a single grain, I'll pick up and eat it away. Even if it falls on his body, some sambar or little curd, I'll make sure I'll take it and eat it away. Because Guru Uchishta, the Guru's prasada is so sweet. The Guru Uchishta is such extremely sacred. Listen, It is that kind of a space. Actually, few days before I was telling a story of ant picking up few grains of rice fell from his hand while he was eating, and I was brushing aside that ant. I did not tell you precisely more details. I want to tell you now, actually, I was irritated about that ants. First, I felt this, how did I miss that few grains? Because anything falls from his mouth, I'll first pick it up and eat. First thing I felt, how did I miss it? And second, before I can find and pick it up, the ants came and picked it. It was more like that irritation. Guru Uchishta is sacred, sweet. That is the space in which this initiation happened to me, where this constant engagement with quantity and quality dropped, where I relaxed from the engaging myself with the quantity and quality centric thought currents. Vacation means your ability to relax from quality, quantity centric thought currents. In the Guru's lap, in the Guru's space, that real pure vacation happens. Where the constant grinding of that quality, quantity centric thought currents are dropped, where the quantum start manifesting. Listen. Now, I will describe exactly conscious sovereignty as I received from my Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Listen intensely. Listen. Paramashiva, in his unmanifest being, in his unmanifest state, he, me, you, all are one and the same. He manifests as creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, delusion, liberation. Listen. Creation means manifestation. Maintenance, sustenance, rejuvenation, destruction and rejuvenation together. Putting in delusion or getting out of delusion together. That is called Throbhava. Liberation. These are the 5 ways he manifests. The unmanifest Paramashiva manifests in these 5 ways. And still he continues to remain as unmanifest also. Listen. This every truth I am revealing now, internalizing, will make what I am experiencing as Paramashiva as a quantum experience in you and me, where the Shaktipada will happen in you. What I am going through, you will go through. So what I received from my Guru, you will receive it now. My Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, Paramashiva himself, me, you, all three of us will vibrate in that same oneness frequency now through this quantum initiation. Listen carefully. All your ideas about the quality and quantity will pass. It will not be eternal. Today, when you are young, some things you want to add in your life, some things you want to leave from your life. The quantity, quality, greed and fear the same quantity, quality, fear and greed will change as you grow, matured or older. Listen. So I'm giving you one example. All things related to quantity and quality changes. They are not eternal. They are ephemeral. Sometimes you enjoy the change. That is called maturity. Growing in wisdom. Sometimes you hate the change. That is what is called attachment, suffering. This quantity, quality centric drama, whole thing is only superficial life. Even the maturity which comes when you understand this quantity and quality changes is not complete enlightenment. That is more like a dharma. You get matured, but that's not ultimate. Ultimate is understanding some things which you create, some things which you maintain, some things which you destroy, some things which you put yourself in delusion. Sometimes you pull yourself out of delusion. Sometimes you liberate yourself. All this is fundamentally you who is doing this drama. You, the consciousness in you is doing this whole drama. Waking up to that is conscious sovereignty. Listen. Listen. Later on, today again, when you have time, sit with cup of coffee, hot chocolate or tea, relaxed way, listen to this satsang again, sipping cup of coffee. Remember, you are sitting with me on the foothills of Arunachala alone. Only you and me and Arunachala. Nobody else is there. Cup of coffee for you. Keep a cup of coffee for me. We both sit and sip cup of coffee. And I am giving you this quantum initiation. Listen with this relaxed mood. You will understand. I want you to understand 3 layers. 1, the quantity quality based thinking, acting, whole productivity centric lifestyle. Quantity means trying to increase the quantity of things in your life, or even trying to improve the quality of your body, your mind, anything. Trying to increase the quality of you. Both are stupid. Both are useless. That's the first thing. Second, the quantity quality centric greed you have. You want to sometime accumulate more money. You want to spend more time in the office. But later on, you understand, anyone can replace you in your office, but no one can replace you in your home. So you get the shock of your life and realize, oh God, I should have spent more time in my home. Then the next level you will understand. Anyone can replace you even in your family, but no one can replace what you need to do to yourself to raise your quality. Then next level you will get matured. Even the idea of raising your quality by yourself is extremely wasting time. Instead, a simple quantum initiation with Guru can raise you beyond the quality, quantity, stupidities. The levels of evolving. Because even if you work on yourself, raise all your qualities to higher and higher level, it is more like an ant trying to climb the hill. When it is going to reach the top. But the same ant sitting on the shoulder of the Guru, when he climbs the hill, just in few hours, it is going to reach the top. So, now, what I am doing is I am just taking you on my shoulder and raising you to the Kailasa top, offering you at the feet of Paramashiva so that quantum initiation can happen. Listen. Things you desire when you are in the creation space, you may hate when you are in the destruction space. And you should know, all the destruction in your life is your conscious choice. Things you like very much when you are in a maintenance mode, you may hate when you are in delusion. many things which you hate when you are in delusion, you may feel so valuable when you are liberated. Listen, when you are in delusion, you will feel suffocated by Guru. You just want to escape from him. You don't even want to see him. You don't even want to remember. Even if you see his photographs in some shop, you will feel irritated and leave that shop when you are in delusion. But when you are moving towards liberation, you just wait for him to appear here and there. Even in the car sticker, if you see him, your face becomes white with a smile. Listen, things you like when you are in delusion, you will hate when you are in liberation. Things you hate when you are in delusion, you will love it when you are in liberation. So the quality, quantity based ideas constantly change. And this change also changes. That's the beauty. Change also changes. I will reveal statement by statement. You just listen. That is more than enough, because now all of you, I can see, have got into that space of that quantum initiation. When I see only hearts, smiles, and no questions in the social media, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere, I know everyone who is listening has dropped from this quantity, quality centric thought current and ready for quantum initiation. So I'll just make statements. Asudosha, call and tell your mother to get your dad also for initiation. Always your dad comes for initiation. Today I am not seeing him. I don't know whether he is there, or if he is not there, call him for initiation. And Ma Bhaktivashyananda, Hari, get your pet. He sincerely listened to my satsang and gets initiated. I don't want him to miss the initiation. Call him. Get him and make him sit. Sobi, tell Raghu to watch from the wherever he is. I want him to have the initiation. Listen. Shiv Pandit, sit straight. And listen intensely. I'm only going to make simple statements. Just listen intensely. That is enough. Shiv Pandit, if you are able to see me, hear me, wave your hands. I want you to know every day I accept sincerely that banana, fruit, and the betel leaf and the offerings you keep for me. So sit straight. Listen to this initiation. First, listen to the statements I am making. The quality and quantity centric thought currents constantly keeps you in friction, agitation. because of that friction, agitation, stress, you never get a space to reclaim your conscious sovereignty. So listen. Vinayaka, Shrikanta, settle down. Listen to the initiation. You can attend to work later on. Asudosha, call and tell your mother to get your dad and settle down for the initiation. Maitreyi, get all the kids and make them sit. Listen to the initiation. Listen. If you want to call your friends, family, whoever you want, very important people in your life whom you think should have their initiation, call them. Because these initiation moments are the essence of all the satsangs I give. Satsangs are fundamentally to prepare you to come to this nirvana space where you just know everything happening in my inner space and I know what is happening in your inner space and we both are happy about it. I am so happy. You know what is happening in my inner space and you are so happy. I know what is happening in your inner space. This intimacy is called the space of nirvana, not clothlessness, but sheathlessness. Lata, get Harish, make him sit. Hima, get Valli. Listen. I think many times people get shocked because they don't think I know all their names and who is sitting in the satsang and who is not sitting in the satsang. When I call and tell them, they get shocked. Oh God, Swamiji is watching so closely. Without even two-way, I can watch. Two-way, how can you? Sadantra Priya, I think Asudosha is not able to reach your mom. You call and tell your mom, still your dad has not come for initiation. If he is not in home, let him log wherever he is and get him to initiation. Listen. Now I'll make the next statement. Ordinary teachers, by giving you words, keep you so engaged. Many times you miss enlightenment because of ordinary teachers and ordinary philosophers. Like how your quantity, quality centric thought currents irritate, keeps you in friction, engages you in stupidity, and makes you miss the conscious sovereignty. You are engaging with ordinary teachers and philosophers, makes you miss stupidly the real Guru's initiation. So now, sit. I'll bring the initiation to you. Nirvana Diksha. Again, I wanted to repeat. Nirvana is not clothlessness. It is sheathlessness. you sitting with me without your body, such deep engagement where you know whatever is going on in you is known to me, and I know whatever is going on in me is known to you, and both of us are happy to know each other's inner space. I have nothing to hide from you. Everything is happening here. I want you to know. Not only I don't want to hide, I want you positively for you to know. Same way, if you feel everything happening in you, you have nothing to hide, you want me to know and you are happy that I know it. You are very positively interested in me knowing it. This space is called nirvana. And in this space only that quantum initiation happens. The conscious sovereignty is experienced by you. In this space of Nirvana Diksha, the Shakti Pada and Shakti Nipada for the conscious sovereignty happens. So listen. What all you like quantity wise and quality wise when you are young in the creation zone of your life. You may not like them, you may not want them when you move to a different phase of your life. Sometimes you may even hate them. I have seen many people feeling that they spent too much time on money making instead of living the life they always wanted. I always feel more stamps on my passport makes me rich than the zeros in the bank account. Of course, by the grace of Paramashiva, I don't have a bank account. Throughout my life, I living without any bank account, the idea of bank account. Many times, your likes, dislikes, changes based on the space you are in. All I am asking you is, first, get comfortable. First level, the preliminary level. Get comfortable. Lifestyle is not complete. That is not absolute. That is not freedom. That is not your sovereignty. The second thing, you knowing the likes you have, dislikes you have, the greed you have, the fear you have about some quantity, some quality during the creation dimension or maintenance dimension, destruction dimension, delusion dimension, liberation dimension. All this is your decision. You, who is the source and center, you are the powerful existence during all this. listen to this statement very deeply, you will have conscious sovereignty now. Before this satsang is over, you will experience conscious sovereignty, because it's not difficult and it's not easy, it is simple. There are some pain points in you. Like you feel, yes, I know change is inevitable, so I have to accept change. Okay, as long as this money is there in my life, I will enjoy. This person is there in my life, I will enjoy. When I am not able to handle the pain I have to go through to keep this money or keep this person, when it becomes high maintenance, I will drop. All this kind of a very vague strategies, thought currents. Take all this into consideration in front of you. What you firmly like, what you firmly hate, what firm greed. Come what may, I am not going to leave this person. I am not going to leave this luxury. I am not going to leave this habit. That kind of a firm attachment or some firm hatred. Come what may, I will never see this fellow again. Come what may, I will never go to that place again. Firm hatred, firm attachments are strategic hatred and strategic attachments. As long as he is good to me, I will be attached to him. When I feel he is not good to me and to my interest, I will throw him. I may even want to kill him. I may even want to discard him, not only from my life, he should not even be there in the whole world. But all these kind of strategies, cunningness, all these kind of ideas. Take everything into consideration in front of you. This whole thing is not compulsion on you, and you don't need to feel they are all binds you or chains you. You, conscious sovereign being, is above all this. Listen. You, conscious sovereign being, is above all this. Good, bad, self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, virtues of enlightenment, tyaga, love, selfishness, different things, sometimes extreme opposite, paradoxical. Even those qualities, those kind of people, those kind of experiences, all that can coexist in you. That coexistence does not need to be contradicting your conscious sovereignty. Your conscious sovereignty is your identity, existence. Listen, sometimes you may cook. That does not mean you are a chef. Sometimes you may speak. That does not mean you are a speaker. Sometimes you may administer. That does not mean you are an administrator. Sometimes you may manage. That does not mean you are a manager. All this is periphery existence of you. The quantum existence, the actual existence of you is conscious sovereign being who plays with creation, maintenance, destruction, delusion, liberation. It is you who is playing all this. It's like a lotus having 5 petals. The core lotus is unmanifest Paramashiva, and these 5 petals are the manifest Paramashiva. My Guru has given me the Paramashiva mandala. It has that 5-star symbol. The center one linga and 5 stars, 5 lingas are drawn. That's one of the meaning of that mandala is the unmanifest is the center linga, and the pancha linga on 5 side is the 5 face of Paramashiva. If you are in delusion, don't be afraid. It is actually delusion kicks you to the next level of liberation. See, 3 seconds of nightmare not only gets you out of nightmare, it pushes you to the next level of state of consciousness called waking state. From dream, you are just kicked to the waking state. High. From dream, moving to waking state is like an enlightenment in dream state. So, if you had a very sweet dream, normal dream in your dream state, you would have just gone again back to dream state or deep sleep state. But if you had a nightmare, you can neither go back to dream state or deep sleep state. You have to be kicked to waking state. So, delusion in the delusion in the dream state is nightmare. But ultimately that nightmare does a great good thing, that you are enlightened, pushed out of the dream state to the waking state. From waking state, if you are pushed to the Turiya, that is enlightenment. Same way, from dream, if you are pushed to waking, that is enlightenment in this level. Understand? Enlightenment means getting pushed to the next higher state of consciousness. From deep sleep, if you are pushed to the dream state, that's one level enlightenment. From dream state, if you are pushed to the waking state, that is one level of enlightenment. From waking state, if you are pushed to the Turiya, that is next level of enlightenment. From Turiya, if you are pushed to Turiyatita, that's the next level of enlightenment. So understand, the nightmare in your dream state is not as bad as you always think, because just the 3-second nightmare, and you need to know, no nightmare can be longer than 3 seconds. It's a law of life. In the dream, it may look like a long time, but actually, in chronological waking state time, it is only 3 seconds. So, all nightmares are enlightenment in the dream state, because it has pushed you from dream state to the waking state, which is a level of enlightenment as far as the dream state is concerned. I should call there are 4 levels of enlightenment. From deep sleep, when you are pushed to the dream state, it's called dream enlightenment. From dream state, if you are pushed to the waking state, it's called waking enlightenment. From waking state, if you are pushed to Turiya, it's called awakened enlightenment. From Turiya, when you are pushed to Turiyatita, it's called living enlightenment. So, even the nightmare, which is delusion, is not bad as you always think. So all delusions are not bad, because many times your delusions push you to the next level enlightenment, liberation. So understand this truth, powerful cognition. No nightmare can be longer than 3 seconds, and no death will be longer than 3 seconds. Because during the death, you go through the nightmare, the worst nightmare of your whole life. If you lived as a deep devotee connected to Guru, you go through the best wet dream of your life. Wet